What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on Horizon 5, and today's video is going to be pretty interesting because after last week's video, I was left wondering if there's anything else in this game that can rival the performance of any of the hypercars that we chose to drive, but was ridiculously cheaper. They were all very different in their own ways, but they all had one thing in common. They were all 1 million credits plus. So the Zenvo that I drove last week, that was 1.2 million credits. The Koenigsegg 1-to-1 that someone drove last week, I forgot who, but that's worth 2.8 million credits. The Lamborghini Revuelto was probably the cheapest car in the lineup that we had, but it's a rare car, and some people might not be able to get it, even though it is quite easy to get it, technically, but some people might not have the patience for it. But luckily, I may have found just the car that is both extremely fast and extremely cheap. And this is it. The Ultima Evo 1020 from 2015. I remember this thing from way back in Horizon 3, but I've never driven it. It sounds crazy to say, but I've never driven an Ultima Evo. I drove the GTR, which was like the previous, lower version, but I've never driven an Evo. I mean, I know it says owned right there, but I've only ever kept it as like, something to look at. I've never actually driven it. And amazingly, this thing, even though it says it's an extreme track toy, it's essentially a hypercar. It's road legal, which means it is technically a hypercar, much like the Zinger 21C that I, will always talk about every now and then. But unlike the Zinger, which is a multi-million-dollar hypercar, this thing is only worth 300,000 credits. That is insane, considering that the stats that you get for this thing, they are essentially the equivalent to a Koenigsegg. Now, like I said before, I'll say it again, I have 5 of these things, but I've never ever used them. I just look at them because they're cool looking. And we're going to be using this one because we're going to start off with the speed test real quick. And we're going to basically just move our way up to like handling and performance and stuff. So let me just give you some stats for this thing real quick. It's powered by a 6.8 liter supercharged LS7 Chevy V8, putting out 1,020 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, and a top speed of 243 miles an hour. But what I want to see is how fast this thing can reach its top speed before it can hit the massive jump at the very end of the runway. So here we go. Put down the 3 highs, launch control. Here we go. Whoa! Oh shit! That's 130. That's 150. Jesus H. Christ! Holy shit, this thing's fast! That's 220. 230. Holy shit! That's 240. Great. Holy crap, this thing is insanely fast. I am a squid! How in the name of God did I go almost 10 years without driving this thing? Alright, well what I want to do now is I want to see if I can reach this thing's top speed with the wing, because the wing adds drag and downforce to it, meaning that the car will be a little bit slower, but, I mean, it just took off like a rocket. I mean, it's rear-wheel drive and everything. It was uncontrollable for like about 5 seconds, but then I hooked up, and this thing just, it's insane. So, we're going to run that again, and I'm going to see if I can actually get this thing to hit its same top speed again. That's 190, 200. It does feel kind of slower. It does feel kind of slower. 240, 240, 240, 240! Brake, brake, brake! No freaking way! You gotta love the British. I mean, they really do know how to make a track car. They really do know how to make a track toy that's also road legal, because we also have things like the Caterham, the Gordon Murray T50, the Valkyrie. I mean, the list goes on. I mean, they really do know how to make the best track toys, in my opinion. So, what I'm gonna do now is I want to see just how fast this thing can go around the Goliath. So I set a record around the Goliath in the Zinger 21C. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if I can catch myself, if I can outpace myself with this car. At the very least, I want to see if it can keep up. What I figured I might do is compare the stats real quick, because I maintain that the Zinger is the ultimate, just overall, the fastest, most insane hypercar on this planet. Borderline mega car, in my opinion. Power comes from a 2.9 liter V8, I think. It's from like a McLaren engine or something like that. 1,230 horsepower, 737 foot-pounds of torque, weighs 3,000 pounds, basically, and is also all-wheel drive. Whereas with the Ultima, which is just a carbon fiber plastic insect, really, it has 1,000 horsepower from a 6.8 liter supercharged Chevy V8, 920 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs almost 1,000 pounds lighter. This thing is going to be quick. This will be a really good comparison. I'm really excited for this. So let's just see if I can keep up with an almost 10-year-old car. So the Zinger's going to get off a line, obviously. Oh, what the hell? Wait a minute. Hold up. Did I set a flying lap? I must have set like a flying lap around here, didn't I? Oh my god! Oh, that turn. I always hate that turn. You can see even there with the Zinger, I screwed that up too. Oh, massive overtake. A massive overtake with the Ultima. I've got to be really careful through the canyon because this bit of the race always trips me up. It's not so bad when you're driving an all-wheel drive Zinger, but a rear-wheel drive Ultima, it's really frightening. Oh, oh, this corner. I'm really scared. Oh god, oh my god, we both screw up on that corner, holy crap. The straightaways are my only advantage to winning this. Essentially what I'm driving, what is basically a road legal supercharged squid. Unleash the squid! Here's a top tip for you if you want to drive this car. You need to be an absolutely brilliant driver to drive this thing. Oh which I am. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, okay. It doesn't like corners. It does not like corners in the slightest. My only chance is the straightaways. The Zinger can top out at 230. I can top out at 240. Oh god. Oh no. Oh god, this is really scary. I know that these are basically straightaways, but they're still corners. And the corners are very deceiving. And I just maxed my car. It just maxed out 243 miles an hour. But luckily, I'm catching up to myself. I just got air! Holy shit! I got airborne long enough to be abducted by the third kind. But here comes the jungle bit. I really got to be careful because just off the road are trees that will mess me up. And this isn't even the worst bit yet. The worst bit is what's coming up after the bridge. After the bridge, it's going to be absolute hell. Oh, oh god, 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 oh god. Oh, I gotta slow down for this. This corner always screws me up because of the sunlight. Oh, oh god. Oh god, slow down, please. Ooh. This car is not for beginners in the slightest. This is a rated R hardcore monster that you need to be an absolutely insanely brilliant driver to drive. Because if you don't know how to corner this thing at 150 miles an hour, if you don't know how to brake around a corner at 170 miles an hour, you will spin out, and that's just the end of it. But do you know what? I just shattered my own record. But I just can't bring myself to finish the race because I don't want the Zinger to be outpaced. But, I mean, okay, let's look at this, okay? This is the distance between me and myself in the Zinger. And I think, honestly, that's incredible. But I just can't bring myself to outpace my own record. I just can't, not in this car. I just can't bring myself to outpace the Zinger, because I love that thing so much. So what I think we can learn from that is, even with my little screw-ups throughout the race, the Ultima is faster than the Zinger. And for a 300,000 credit car, and with 1,000 horsepower, weighs 1,000 pounds less than the Zinger, that is astonishing. But it's also scary at the same time. The Zinger makes driving fast fun and easy, but the Ultima, it makes driving scary and dangerous. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on all of my social medias. I'll leave a Discord link down in the description. And yeah, stay tuned, take care, and have a good day.